Anda tinggal pakai catat.
Baik, teman yang sudah bergabung sambil menunggu acara ini dimulai, akan kita mulai insya Allah tepat pukul 9, minimal satu pertanyaan yang berkaitan dengan tema kita hari ini, yaitu Pursuing International Career and Study. Jadi silahkan boleh membuat pertanyaan yang sekiranya membuat kalian penasaran apa yang harus dipersiapkan kalau kita akan belajar atau me, apa ya, mendapatkan karir di luar negeri itu seperti apa. Atau mungkin akan bertanya tentang pengalaman dari narasumber nanti, silakan tanyakan. Jadi, saya harap teman-teman memanfaatkan kesempatan ini sebaik mungkin untuk menggali informasi, memperluas wawasan, dan mendapat beberapa cerita atau beberapa pengalaman. Tolong minimal satu mahasiswa satu pertanyaan, siap dengan itu. Tidak peduli dari semester manapun. Mungkin pertanyaannya gini, nanti pertanyaannya diberikan dalam bahasa Inggris atau bahasa Indonesia. Bahasa Inggris ya, karena narsum kita tidak bisa bahasa Indonesia. Jadi, tapi kalau terpaksa sekali bisanya pakai bahasa Indonesia, mungkin nanti bisa dibantu oleh moderator. Tapi saran saya, persiapkannya kalau bisa pakai bahasa Inggris. Karena ini online, jadi kesempatan untuk kalian untuk mengeksplor lebih lebih jauh seputar, oh saya beneran bisa komunikasi dan praktis untuk bahasa. Ya, silahkan, ini kesempatan yang bagus untuk teman-teman semua. Dimanfaatkan sebaik mungkin ya. Dan tolong ingatkan teman-teman yang lain belum bergabung dengan kita di Zoom ini karena kita akan mulai berarti berapa ya? 19 menit lagi insya Allah. Terima kasih. Untuk teman-teman mahasiswa, ini nanti sesinya tidak lama ya, tidak panjang. Jadi kurang lebihnya 45 menit akan ada presentasi dari speaker, dilanjutkan dengan sesi tanya jawab. Jadi diharapkan akan yang disampaikan oleh mahasiswa. Dari narasumber sendiri menginginkan memberikan informasi sesuai yang dibutuhkan oleh mahasiswa. Jadi tolong teman-teman kalau misalnya nanti dari presentasi 40 kurang lebih 45 menit ternyata banyak yang belum teman-teman dapatkan, silahkan memang sengaja narasumber mancing keingintahuan teman dulu, lalu silahkan berikan pertanyaan yang kalian butuhkan. Memang sengaja konsepnya seperti itu. Jadi agar tidak didominasi presentasi seperti layaknya guest lecture sebelum-sebelumnya. Jadi silahkan, makanya saya ulang sekali lagi, persiapkan minimal satu pertanyaan untuk tiap mahasiswa yang sudah dikemas kalau bisa dalam bahasa Inggris ya. Nanti akan kalau misalnya bahasa Inggrisnya kurang kurang bisa difahami akan dibantu oleh moderator nanti. Begitu ya. Terima kasih.
Tadris Bahasa Inggris merupakan salah satu program studi di Fakultas Tarbiyah Ilmu Keguruan di UIN Kiai Haji Abdurrahman Wahid yang beralamat di Desa Rawolaku, Kecamatan Kajen, Kabupaten Pekalongan.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Perkenalkan, saya Ahmad Bahudin selaku Ketua Prodi Tadris Bahasa Inggris UIN Kiai Haji Abdurrahman Pekalongan. Visi keilmuan kami yaitu untuk mengembangkan keilmuan di bidang pendidikan dan pembelajaran bahasa Inggris yang selaras dengan authentic learning theory dan multimodal approach untuk kemanusiaan berlandaskan nilai-nilai dan budaya bangsa. Sedangkan tujuan prodi kami yaitu 1. Untuk menghasilkan tenaga pendidik bahasa Inggris yang unggul, moderat, dan humanis serta mampu mengintegrasikan nilai-nilai budaya bangsa dalam pembelajaran. Yang kedua, untuk menghasilkan asisten peneliti yang unggul, moderat, dan humanis serta berpegang teguh pada nilai-nilai budaya bangsa dalam memecahkan permasalahan di bidang pendidikan bahasa Inggris. Dan yang ketiga adalah untuk menghasilkan wirausahawan yang unggul, moderat, dan humanis serta mampu menerapkan prinsip etika dan pola pikir wirausahawan dalam bidang pendidikan bahasa Inggris berlandaskan nilai-nilai budaya bangsa.
Perkuliahan di Tadris Bahasa Inggris sudah didukung dengan gedung perkuliahan yang representatif, juga dilengkapi fasilitas penunjang akademik yang mumpuni. Mulai dari ruang kelas yang dilengkapi LCD, laboratorium bahasa yang difasilitasi dengan komputer, dan laboratorium micro-teaching yang dapat digunakan sebagai ruang praktik pengajaran bagi mahasiswa, serta front office yang digunakan untuk administrasi mahasiswa Tadris Bahasa Inggris. Kita juga memiliki perpustakaan yang luas dengan banyak koleksi buku-buku untuk menunjang pembelajaran. Selain belajar, kalian juga bisa mengikuti salah satu organisasi di jurusan ini, yaitu Himpunan Mahasiswa Jurusan atau yang biasa disebut dengan HMJ. Dalam kegiatannya terdapat beberapa aktivitas yaitu club speaking, club writing, kegiatan sosial kemasyarakatan, seminar, dan masih banyak kegiatan manfaat lainnya.
Sebagai upaya untuk menghasilkan lulusan yang unggul, jurusan Tadris Bahasa Inggris menjalin kerjasama dengan lembaga-lembaga lain, baik di tingkat lokal, nasional, maupun internasional. Bentuk kerjasama ini meliputi praktik mengajar, kuliah tamu, penelitian kolaboratif, dan pengabdian kepada masyarakat. Di samping untuk memperluas dan mempererat jejaring, bentuk kerjasama ini juga merupakan bentuk implementasi dari Merdeka Belajar Kampus Merdeka.
Halo, saya Linda Ramanita. Saya merupakan mahasiswa aktif jurusan Tadris Bahasa Inggris. Menurut saya, pelajaran di dalam kelas itu sangat menyenangkan karena mahasiswa dibebaskan untuk berekspresi dan berkreasi untuk menyampaikan materi yang akan dipelajari di dalam kelas. Selain itu, di dalam beberapa makul juga kita dibebaskan untuk memilih materi yang akan dipelajari selama 1 semester sesuai dengan minat dan bakat.
Halo, perkenalkan, saya Muhammad Saman Saizi. Saya mahasiswa aktif di jurusan Tadris Bahasa Inggris. Pembelajaran di jurusan Tadris Bahasa Inggris telah ditunjang dengan fasilitas dan teknologi yang mumpuni, mulai dari lab bahasa yang dilengkapi dengan komputer dan audio system yang cukup baik, dan fasilitas lain yang menunjang pembelajaran jadi lebih menarik.
Sepertinya Pak Wadek sudah bergabung dengan kita ini, Pak Burhan. Assalamualaikum, Pak Wadek.
Assalamualaikum Bu Eros. Dengar suara saya? Hah? Ini Pak Wadek masih di dalam ini. Sepertinya masih ada menyanyikan lagu Indonesia Raya.
Bahayanya kelihatan banget ya.
Oke. Pak Burhan, apakah juga masih di dalam
Apakah suara jelas, Bu Eros?
ya? Ini kita
Jelas, Pak.
menunggu Hong ya, Bu ya. Hong.
Oh iya, tadi Hong tadi tanya,
Iya,
mau
kayak
saya masuk sekarang nggak? Nanti saya japri lagi. Oh itu Hong sudah datang. Hai Hong, morning. Sorry, you still mute.
Hello, Israni. Hello,
Hi, how
Earth.
are you?
Yeah, good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Thank you very much.
Still morning in Sydney or afternoon?
Noon, lunchtime.
Noon,
Yeah. Yeah, we
almost
are
12.
3 hours apart.
Oh yeah, 3 hours different. Yeah.
Yeah, we are 3 hours apart.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think
You are.
we are still morning at 9.
Yeah, I
9.
think so. You're still. Yeah. Sydney is still lunchtime. 12 lunchtime.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Not too different.
I think we're still waiting. Not too different yet.
Yeah,
We're still
take your time.
waiting for Vice Dean.
Yeah, take your time. Yeah, that's right.
Ya, oke.
Mohon maaf, saya ini ganti eh
Provider.
iya, sebentar. Suara saya masuk nggak, Bu Dini?
Ya, masuk Bu Eros.
Oke, terima kasih. Good afternoon, Hong. Long time no see.
Long time no see. Nice to meet you virtually.
Nice to meet you here. Yeah. Are you still in Australia or in your home country right now?
I'm in Australia. I had to finish my study within within this year, so couldn't come
Oh,
to
really?
Vietnam. Yeah,
Wow.
Oh,
yeah.
Seems like
I
Dini
wish.
also want to go there again.
yeah,
Really,
we miss Sydney.
yeah,
Bu Dini miss
really.
Sydney's atmosphere.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's right.
still remember last time we saw each other in winter, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
winter. Yeah,
Yeah,
winter.
almost winter.
that's right. Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe this year will come in spring,
yeah,
much more
winter.
beautiful. Spring, much more beautiful.
Yeah. Spring.
Okay,
Okay. Maybe
spring.
we
Yeah, we
can
hope so.
plan our next trip, Bu Dini.
Yeah, October or November.
October.
Insyaallah, mudah-mudahan.
Remember Jacaranda?
Amin, amin, amin. Yeah, I remember Jacaranda. Yeah, the
Yeah,
purple one.
yeah, purple flowers. It's really
Yeah,
famous in Sydney. It's
yeah,
really beautiful.
yeah. I remember. Yeah,
Our deck is ready.
yeah. Okay, Vice Dean is ready.
Okay. The Vice Dean is ready. Pak Burhan is also ready.
Yes, Pak Burhan.
Yeah, we get start.
Okay. Hong, let me introduce Pak Burhan as the head of this English Education Department. Pak Burhan, maybe you want to greet Hong before we begin our session.
Hello, good morning.
Hello,
Good morning here. Good afternoon here.
hello, very nice to meet you.
Yeah, so thank you very much. Yeah, we can wait to see and wait to listen to your experience for my students.
Yeah, it's my honor to
Yeah,
be there virtually and
yes,
share my experience and shares my some of my tips because I did my MRes in Sydney and now I'm doing my PhD in Sydney, so I'm kind of have a little bit experience here, so yeah, you might want to listen to them a little bit.
Okay, should we begin right now, Pak Burhan? Seems like there may be some problems with the internet connections because Bu Dini, Bu Isriani, Pak Burhan are in the different place with me. I'm still in campus, but they have another cuti in the other place. So maybe there is trouble with the connection. Pak Burhan, apakah akan dimulai sekarang atau menunggu?
Pak Burhan. Mental. Oh, saya kan masih ada ya Bu Eros ya? Kalau
Gimana
dari
Ibu?
saya.
Iya, ada.
Pak Burhan mental-mental terus katanya.
Oh, berarti mungkin sinyalnya ya.
Coba Pak pakai data sendiri. Ya, tapi saya alhamdulillah nggak
Atau
apa-apa Bu. Saya aman lancar. Atau Pak Burhan kok nggak lancar.
Iya.
Oh, lan. Oh, oke. Pak
Bisa dimulai
Isdin,
sekarang?
ya sepertinya bisa Bu.
ya,
Oke.
bisa. Sudah.
Bisa. Oke, baiklah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning,
Waalaikumsalam.
everyone. Good afternoon, Hong, because it's afternoon in Australia. The
Thank you very
respectable,
much.
the Dean of Faculty of Education and Teacher Training, Professor Dr. Haji Muhammad Sugeng Solehuddin MAG. The respectable, the Vice Dean of Faculty of Education and Teacher Training, Bapak Muhammad Jaini MPD MAG. The respectable, the Head of English Education Department, Bapak Ahmad Burhanuddin, MA, the honorable the lecturers and staffs, and also the participants that joining this special program. And special greeting for our guest lecturer from Western Sydney University. And please give a big applause for Miss Titu Huang Ho, Master of Research from Western Sydney University. It's an honorable for me as a Master of Ceremony to greet and guide you all in this international guest lecture program with the theme of pursuing international career and study. And this program is organized by English Education Department in collaboration with the Head of International Office of Win Gusdur, Ibu Isriani Hardini, PhD. Good morning, Bu Dini.
Morning, all. Morning,
And
all.
I'm Eros Melina Sofa as the Master of Ceremony of this International Guest Lecture Program. I would like to introduce the agenda of this special event. The first agenda is opening. The second agenda is National Anthem Indonesia Raya and March TBIG. And then we'll be continued by welcoming remarks and opening remarks. And then we'll go to the main session. And the last agenda is closing. Now, as the first agenda, let us open this special program by reciting Basmalah together. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. And then the next agenda is the next agenda is National Anthem of Indonesia Raya that will be continued by March TBIG. TBIG stands for Tadris Bahasa Inggris or English Education Department. Miss Nadia, please.
We are English Education Department, Umin Gusdur Pekalongan. We promote English learning to reach new heights.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Nadia. The next agenda is welcome remarks that will be delivered by the head of English Education Department for Bapak Ahmad Burhanuddin MA. Time is yours.
Okay. Can you hear me? Can you hear my voice, Wiros?
Clear.
Is it clear? Okay, good. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Yeah, good morning, everyone. First of all, I would like to welcome Ms. Wong. Thank you very much for being here. And then the second one, I would like to extend my gratitude to Mr. Jaini as the Vice Dean for his supervision. So then he keep motivating us to improve our competence so that today we're going to have this event. And then the number three, I would like to extend my gratitude to Ms. Isri Hardini at PhD, the head of international office, and she will also become the moderator for today's event. And then I would like to express my gratitude to Ms. Eros Elena Sofa for contacting Ms. Wong from the beginning, and then finally she's here to give her guest lecture for today. And then also, thank you very much for the students for being here. I hope you can follow this event until it's finished because I believe the material given by Ms. Wong will be useful for your future. And before we start the event, I would like to give the reason why you have to have this event. As we know that as students and teachers, we need lots of knowledge, we need lots of experience, and to prepare your career, to prepare your job in the future. And I believe in this globalization era, we need to, what is that? To be able to gain lots of information, especially from all over the world. And I believe that Miss Wong, she's from Vietnam and she's now in Australia. And I believe her experience, her knowledge will be useful for us. I hope she can inspire you how to go abroad, how to study abroad, even maybe how to get a job, in Australia or somewhere in foreign country. So hopefully, the students from our campus will be inspired and maybe they will follow the path to study abroad also, and also to get a job in other country. So by following this event, I hope everybody, especially our students, will be motivated, will be inspired to be globally competitive, to be globally ready to join any jobs in the world. So thank you very much for everyone, and hopefully this event will run smoothly until the end. And yeah, please pay attention, students, and thank you very much, everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Pak Ahmad Burhanuddin. The next agenda is opening remarks that will be delivered by the Vice Dean of Faculty of Education and Teacher Training for Bapak Muhammad Jaini MPD MAG. Time is yours. Monggo Pak Jaini.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning for all. Alhamdulillah. This morning we have it in Zoom to guest lecture program, and the first honorable for Miss Ong. Good morning, Miss Ong, Master of Research from Western Sydney University, and Honorable Head of English Education Program, Ms. Burhanuddin, Master of Education, and Honorable Secretary of English Education Program, Ms. Eros, and Honorable my friend, Ms. Isriani Hardini, PhD. And I want to say this event. Thank you for Ms. Ong, for your willingness to be the invited speaker in this event. Thank you very much. And I want to say this guest lecture is a regular activity of this study program, especially in English education program. And also, this lecture is a form of the internationalization program toward world-class faculty or world-class university. So I'm very wonderful. I appreciate this event, yeah, especially for English education program. I think enough in this ceremony. I'm sorry, Miss Ong, my English is not very good. Same Mr. Burhan or Miss Eros and Miss Dini, yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, maybe enough. I want to say this opening with Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
Waalaikumsalam
wabarakatuh.
warahmatullahi
Terima
wabarakatuh.
kasih Pak Jaini. Thank you, Dr. Muhammad Jaini, MPD MAG, that has opened this special event, this international guest lecture program. Now we come to the main session of this international guest lecture program by the theme of pursuing international study and career. For this main session, there will be presentation and question and answer session. So for the students, because you are the intended audience in this special event, and we hope that you can deliver some questions that you think that's necessary for you to give you some insight information, and maybe you want to plan for your next study or getting career in international scope, for example. So this is your chance. This is a great opportunity for you as the students, and I believe that this international guest lecture will bring a new atmosphere for the students in not only about gaining insight for the international sorry, for the international career in study, but also in learning and practicing English. So guys, this is your chance to practice your English with Hong from Australia. And now, for this main session, we will invite Ibu Istriani Hardini from International Office of UIN Gus Dur Pekalongan as the moderator. This is an honor for us. Bu Dini would like to be the moderator. Good morning, Ibu Dini.
Good morning. Can you hear my
Good
voice?
morning.
Can you hear me?
Yes, very clear. Yes, very clear.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Thank you, Bu
Now it's
Eros.
time for Budini and Hong. Please.
Okay, thank you, Bu Eros. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam
Waalaikumsalam
warahmatullahi
wabarakatuh.
I'm Istriani Hardini. I'm the head of International Office of UIN Gus Dur Pekalongan. And today, this is very honor that we can invite my colleague and also my friend. We were together when I did my PhD, and Hong at that time she was MRes student, Master of Research student in the same field, linguistic program at Western Sydney University. So thank you, Hong, for for this time. You can give some insight to the students and also to our lecturer here in UIN Gus Dur at UIN Gus Dur Pekalongan. Okay, first of all, I would like to thank to the Honorable the Dean of the Faculty of Education and Teacher Training, Bapak Profesor Dr. Haji Muhammad Sugeng Salahuddin, Vice Dean 1, Bapak Dr. Muhammad Jenny. We met him last year, in Sydney. You met him as well, and also the head of the English Education Department, Bapak Ahmad Burhanuddin, and the Secretary of English Education Department, Ibu Eros Melina, our lecturer, and also all students at TBIG, UIN Gus Dur Pekalongan. And also, we don't forget, welcome our international guest lecturer from Western Sydney University, T. Tong, maybe correct me if I'm wrong, Miss Ho Ti Tung Hong, right?
Oh, that's
Ho
very
Ti
correct.
Tung Hong, I call her Hong, Miss Hong, Okay,
Yeah.
first of all, let us praise and thank to Allah who has given us His blessing and also His guidance, so we can gather here via online to attend this international guest lecture. Okay, today's guest lecture is held under the theme Pursuing International Study and Career. And before we begin, allow me to read a brief profile of our speaker, Miss Ho Ti Tu Hong. Yeah. Uh, she is currently pursuing her Doctor of Philosophy in Linguistics at Western Sydney University, Australia, starting from January 2023. Yeah. Her doctoral research focuses on the acquisition of lexical mapping in Vietnamese and English as second languages under the supervision of Dr. Chong Han, Associate Professor Satomi Kawaguchi, and Associate Professor Bruno Dibiase. Prior to her PhD, she completed a Master of Research in Linguistics at the same university, Western Sydney University, with a thesis on the effect of digital applications such as Quizlet on Vietnamese EFL learners' receptive vocabulary acquisition. For her outstanding achievement, she was awarded the Dean's Best Master of Research Thesis Award and the University Medal. Wow, great. Congratulations, huh? Oh. And Miss Ho began her academic journey with a Bachelor of Art in English Language Teacher Education from the University of Languages and International Studies, Vietnam National University. She has published her research in the Asiatic IUM Journal of English Language and Literature, and this is Scopus Journal, Index, and has presented her work at international conferences, including in Australia and Malaysia. Professionally, Ms. Ho has teaching experience as an English language teacher at Hanoi University of Science and Technology and as a visiting lecturer at the International School, Vietnam National University. Okay, wow, if I read all of your CV, maybe this is too long, so
No,
okay,
no need to.
maybe, yeah, that is okay. Okay, in today's session, Miss Hong will deliver her presentation in approximately maybe 45 minutes, yeah, followed by question and answer session for about 30 minutes, yeah. We highly encourage our participants, especially students, please be active to participate and ask some questions because this is very nice topic and very interesting topic, how to pursue international study and career in overseas, yeah, especially in Australia. Okay, without further ado, I would like to invite Miss T Tu Hong Ho to deliver her presentation. Miss Ho, the time is yours.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's my honor to give to deliver the talk although virtually. I'm sorry, could you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I have the same background as some of you here. I mean the student. I come from Vietnam, a Southeast Asian country. I've grown up in a rural area in a village in Vietnam, and to be honest, studying abroad changed my life. When I was a teenager, I couldn't imagine that I can I can have some achievement like I'm have right now. So I I did my master of research in Western Sydney University from 2018 to 2019, and I have studied my PhD in the same university in Austria since 2023. So in total, I have been living in Sydney for more than 4 years. So I think I have some studying experience, living experience in a foreign country, developed country, to share with you. Would you mind if I share my screen? So yeah, it might be easier for you to follow some of my slides. It's just very concise, so but it's easier for you to do to look at the slide. Could you see my screen?
Yes, very
Yeah.
clear.
Thank you very much. So today our topic is about studying abroad and living overseas living experience. So in my talk, I would like to share some of my tips, my experience in choosing the study program, choosing the country where you would like to study, and some practical as well as some mental preparation, because we all know that studying approach is not all about funds, but also yes, sometimes can be very stressful. So we need to prepare ourselves physically and mentally. And uh, at the end, I will share some of my experience about Australia and some of my tips to have a pleasant uh, life in foreign countries like Australia. So first of all, I would like to talk about the study program. So we study abroad. So I think what we should consider the first is what kind of program we want to pursue when we study abroad. Mm. So I think to do that, we need to ask ourselves some questions. Yeah. So the first questions I used to ask myself when I decided to study abroad after I finished my bachelor's degree is what's what my what is my passion? What my passions is. So at that time, I would like to secure a position in a university in Vietnam. I would like to work as a lecturer with the expertise in second language acquisition. That reason why I choose Australia because I think it's very well known that Australia is a multicultural and multilingual country. And Australia's is very good at having their citizens not only fluent in English, the official language here, but also maintaining the community language, the language of heritage. For example, like some languages like Mandarin, um, Vietnamese, Indonesians. Yeah, they're very good at the programs of maintaining community languages. That is why, well, that is one of the reasons why I choose to study in Australia. And the second question is what career path you envisions for yourself. At that time, I want to work as a lecturer in university. So sooner or later, I need to do master, and then I also need. I think it's quite common now in not only Vietnam but also many other Asian, Southeast Asian countries. In the end, to work as a lecturer in university, we need to do PhD. That reason why I choose Master of Research program. The program Master of Research program is kind of like between Master of Coursework and Master of Philosophy. Um, it's similar to Master of Coursework, like in the first year of Master of Research, you need to do 8 subjects, like you do in your bachelor program. Um, so through S subjects, you can develop your background knowledge in your major, and at the same time, you work very closely with your supervisor, a professor, a lecturer in in your university. And then in the second year, after you after your research proposal approved, for the master research program, in the second year, you need to conduct a study, 1 year study, and then you need to write up a thesis, as far as two no 30,000 word thesis. So yeah, it is like it different from master philosophy, because master research how say accept students who have very little research experience and still want to do how say a long-term study like 1 year. It's much longer than the study you can conduct in your master coursework. Uh, as far as know that if you study coursework, even in Australia, you just can spend 1 term to conduct the study and write up your thesis. So 1 term is just 3 months. So basically, when you study master research, you have more research experience, and it will make your applications when you consider applying for a PhD. It's much more stronger. So after you know what you passionate about, what your career path is, I think is the another the next step is to research your course structures carefully. Now I think it's just like internet is available in I think it's in anywhere, so you can do that by yourself, uh, um, in the internet, or you can join some fan page or some social network like Facebook or Instagram, or um, many other social network to know more about the course that you want to pursue. Uh, because sometimes a smaller university have very high quality program that suit you better than famous university, and yeah, of course their tuition fees is much lower um, than famous university. For example, in Australia, if you study in some of the G8 university, like University of Sydney, Australian National University, the tuition fee for 1 year must be at least 50,000 Australian dollar. But if you choose to study in some younger university, like Western Sydney University, with the same course, is help you to save like 2,000 20,000 Australian dollar. And younger university like Western Sydney University, and as far as know, Deakin University in Melbourne are very famous for nursing. So yeah, after you decide which type program you want to pursue, I think the next step is to choose the country where you want to pursue the program. Yeah, because we study abroad, so what we care mostly about the cost of living. Because mostly when we study abroad, we usually come to developed country, like in the Europe or to Austria or New Zealand, because they usually have high quality educational system. So basically, I think it's common everywhere, not only in developed country, but also in developing country like Vietnam, because city are much more expensive. Um, like Sydney is one of the most expensive cities in Austria. Um, but of course, many international students still want to study in Sydney because there's much more job opportunities here. Not only the job they can apply after they graduate, but also the part-time jobs. So yeah, when the part-time job can help them um to earn some of the money for their to pay for the cost of living. And also transportation is important when you consider study anywhere. Uh, Whether you plan to drive or you public transport, it also worth considering because yeah, of course, driving can help you save much more time, much more convenient. You can live everywhere, anywhere. You can, I'll say you can drive anywhere, but as far as I know, the cost of car insurance and the cost of petrol in Australia is really high. And public transport is much more economical, but you need to have really good timing plan when you public transport. Because yeah, even in Sydney, public transport sometimes is not reliable. And as far as I know, um, except for New South Wales, almost all the other states in Australia offer discount for public transportation for international students. Like you can get like at least 10% of public transportation fee when you public transportations in Canberra, Melbourne. Yeah. However, in Sydney, in New South Wales, if you receive Austrian government scholarships like AAS, AAS or um, stipend, RTP, recipient research training program scholarship, you can get a concession card and it concession card to travel, and it offer you 50% discount for your public transportation. So I think it's yeah, it's very useful. I think it is what we should consider when we study abroad because yeah, when we live in a foreign country we need to how say to travel at least from your home, your house to university. And the last thing we need to consider is the distance from the country we want to study in and your home country. It's also one, another reason why I choose to study in Austria. Yeah, it's a developed country, but it's not too far from my home country, from Southeast Asian Vietnam. It have high quality educational system, and we had direct flight from our capital city Hanoi to Sydney, so it's very convenient. It's save you time and it save yourself uh flight some money on flight ticket too. Okay, so after you decide which uh, study program where you want to study, so the next step is some practical preparation. Okay, first thing first, money matters. Mm, so you need to know because yeah, you live far from your family, so you need to not only care for your studying, but also care for your personal life. And you need to prepare, you need to care for your finance. At least you may want, I think it's essential to know how to um open a bank account. It's safer. And then understand how you transfer, receive money, because some of you may be financially supported by your family, right? And then yeah, of course, plan your budgets, plan your monthly budgets or weekly budgets when you study abroad. And another important thing you need to consider when you stay abroad is your accommodation. You may want to decide whether you want to live on campus or you want to live outside. Yeah, I either of them have both advantages and disadvantages. If you live outside, uh, you can live near the city, so you can it's easier for you to find job when you live near the city. However, if you live on campus, it's much more convenient for you to focus on your study. Um, Now I'm living on campus, so it's very convenient for me because I live in a share apartment. So sometimes it's I want to have quite environment. I can come to the library within the campus to study anytime at night time, at daytime, and I can uh use the printer, use photocopying services in the library very conveniently. And yeah, of course, we do PhD, so we read a lot of books. So it's easier for me to borrow and read a book when I live on campus. And I think living on campus, living in some student village or dormitory, maybe it's easier for you to make friends here because we had the same background. Um, Reflecting on my journey since I studied my master until now, when I studied my master, I usually live outside, but now I live on campus. So, uh, yeah, I have more friends when I live on campus because in the dormitory or student village, there's many events for students and yeah, much more chances for you to find friends and relaxing on campus rather than living in some private housings. And another important point is that packing. Yeah, because as yeah, you can literally find everything here in Sydney, but Mm, I'll say, yeah, because as a student, we always live on budgets. So remember, I think it's better remember to bring your essentials to Sydney because at first you may not really acquainted to the environment here. So it's maybe better for us to bring our essential stuffs when we first come to a foreign country. And remember to bring and store important documents when you study abroad. And yeah, of course, mental health is important. Yeah, studying abroad is very exciting. Yeah, a lot of fun. Yes, have a lot of fun. But of course, you're not like traveling. You're studying. You're working. So yeah, you need to prepare. You need to have some mental, not some mental, really thorough mental preparation when you study abroad, because because I think it's like after the first month, so like the first month of honeymoon, when I first come to Sydney, yeah, the cultural shock hit me hard because it's like yeah, because it's like the way we people communicate in Western countries is somehow quite different from the way we communicate uh in Asian in our home country. Also different from uh also, culture shock also come from some difference in the food, in the some habits here. I still remember when I studied my Everest, my master research. I left university at 6 p.m. and I want to buy some food for myself, and I go to a market, and every store closed. Every store closed, literally closed. So yeah, and then it's like they have so many holidays here: Easter, New Year, and on Easter, New Year, Christmas, even supermarkets close. So yeah, so you need to prepare yourself. You need to have some knowledge. You need to have some um you need to prepare yourself for that, because yeah, just like some small thing like that, but you have to deal with them every day, can put some pressures on your mental health. And another thing is language barriers. Um, when I did my MRes, before I did my MRes, I need to do I need to take the IELTS test, because it's a requirement for my study program and visa application. At that time, I think I got 8.0 score in IELTS. So yeah, it's not too high, but I think it's quite enough. But yeah, for the first week when I come to Austria, and when I attend the first week of study in Austria, yeah, yeah, IELTS is not everything. Prepare yourself. Prepare yourself. Yeah, prepare that you need time to adjust to the real life communications in your second language. Yeah, because of the accents, the speech, the way of, like I used to say, the way they communicate with you, very different from the way we communicate in agents environment. So prepare yourself for language there. And I told you, this, and I share my experience with my friend who also study in the UK. Uh, they also have a high IELTS score, but yeah, we all encounter the language barriers when we first study abroad. So yeah, you want to prepare for yourself for that. And last but not least, loneliness. Yeah, you live far away from home. You hardly have any friends in a different environment. So it's very normal for you to feel homesick at times. So yeah, try to find some way to stay connected to your at least friends and family members, at least virtually. Uh, so yeah, finally come to my experience in Austria. Uh, yeah, because I come here to do 2 degree of myself in Australia. So based on my own experience from my point of view, um, the education system here is require students to be very, very independent. Um, Usually, for every subject, for every course, they will give you some outline, and in the outline, in every lesson, they give you some readings, some books, some paper to read. So you have better, student have better read at least more of them, so that they can participate. They can participate in this discussions at class, because as far as I know, every semester in Austria doesn't last long. Usually 30 weeks, and you just have 10 weeks to come to class. And every class lasts at most 2 hours. So yeah, we don't have enough. We don't have any time to do any readings in class. We need to do um, readings before the class, so that we can actively take part in any discussions or ask any questions about our study, consult it with our lecturer. So talking about reading and doing literary review, uh, I'm not sure whether you know about the I'm not sure whether you know about the app, but yeah, about the kind of like software um web page that you can take note and do citation. I think it have I think yeah, I think I want to share with you the citation tools and note taking web page that I have been using during my master and my PhD. So uh, I will stop the screen here and move to another screen.
For example, is that EndNote or different?
I use
Is it EndNote?
manually.
Oh, use Mendeley. You didn't
Uh,
use EndNote when we did before? No?
I use manually.
Oh,
I
use
think
Mendeley.
because at that time I think manually is more user friendly.
Yeah. And it's free. EndNote we have to pay. The
Another
university.
way to pay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I use
Same
that
in Indonesia, yeah.
Oh, are you
We use also Mendeley. We use Mendeley as well. Yeah.
Oh, you use Mendeley. So I think
Yeah.
Mendeley is quite useful, because it not only help you to do citation, but also help you to take note, right? Like you have your reading on one side and have your note taking on the other side. Like, of course, I know that you can do note taking when you use PDF readers, but with Mendeley, like all your reading are connected. You have a summary on one side, and then you have all your reading on the other side. It's not like on PDF reader. You need to open each document, to look at the note taking. But for Mendeley, you with the summary, you can look at every document. I think it's very well organized. So let's see whether I skip anything.
Is Mendeley
Okay.
or different?
No. I think you all know about Mendeley, so I don't need to share about Mendeley anymore, right? Yeah. So it's safe.
Yes, I think.
Yeah. So
but it's up to you. If you want to explain about note taking, maybe just a brief summary about.
Okay.
This one is Mendeley, right?
Yeah. Did you
On the
talk
screen?
about?
Yeah.
No, it's my screen. It's my sharing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Mendeley, right?
Yeah. I'm not sure whether the student know about the note taking in Mandarin. I think it's quite useful.
Some of them know, some of them they don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about them.
Yeah, we're not sure. So better talk about that, because I find it very useful for myself.
Okay.
I will move it here. Yeah, is Mendeley? Can you see the Mendeley?
No, it's no. It's just
no,
the
it's
beginning
me.
of your it's your
okay.
student account.
Student,
I think.
my student account. where can I escape the screen, the share
Oh.
screen?
Okay, maybe I'm not sure. Have you sent the PPT to our staff?
Sorry, I haven't. So,
Oh, you have not. Maybe if you already sent it, maybe we can help you to pop up.
no worries.
Maybe stop
Oh.
sharing.
Stop sharing. Wait.
Or maybe you just open your PPT in your file.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Or
here.
stop share screen for the first. Stop share screen
Stop
for
share
a while,
screen
and
first.
then and then back to share again for the PPT slide.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I think now you can see.
Yeah, you can see Master of Research.
Yeah. So because I use Mandarin on the web page, so yeah.
Yeah, this one is Mandarin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like here is like it's like your library, right? It's like the document
Yeah,
folder
library.
in the
Yeah.
So I think it's notebook is quite useful. Like I usually do some of the literature review here. Before that, I usually like when I did my bachelor, I usually do it on Word. So I usually have to separate my screen in two parts. One of them is the PDF reader. The other is the Word is the doc software. So I can read and then I take note. But with Mandarin, like it's here. So you have your note taking here. It's like the document, but and then you have your reading here.
Okay,
And your
great.
reading here. And then when you want to take note, you just need to highlight them.
Oh yeah, sticky note. Okay.
Yeah. And then you take note here, and then you can retrieve all the document.
Yeah.
You can retrieve all the document here. When I click on the note here, I jump into another document. So I think it's quite convenient. Rather than you open two app, you just use one app, and all everything is in all the folder. Okay, so I think it's enough for Mandarin because
it's enough.
citation. So I will quickly finish my talking, so we can come to Q&A.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think one of the thing I think is very valuable for me when I study abroad is that I know I have the skill to manage my life independently. Because when you study abroad, it's not only about study, you have to manage your life by yourself. So so to become independent is important. And last but not least, to develop your network, to make friends and develop your network. Friend is just not for fun, but also friend can become your colleges, and colleges can become friend. And developing your network is really essential, like in any career at any time, whether you are a student or whether you are whether you are do some professions. Like Israeli and I, we used to college, and now we friend and we colleges. So yeah, it's really enjoyable. It took some time. It took some time for you to develop your network. I think anywhere, especially overseas. But it worth it. It worth it. Like you become more open-minded. You have more opportunities, job opportunities, study opportunity. Like thanks to Israeli, my college, my long friends, I have opportunity to come here and share with you my experience. I really value that. And yeah, to make friends. Yeah, I think it's the easiest way is to attend events. Um, I think the first time I know Israeli is an event, right? The first time I met you is an event. We met
Yeah,
each other
that's
in the
right.
conference.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Although we have the same supervisor, but yeah, supervisor
Yeah, the
here will
same
meet you one
supervisor.
on one. So the only
That's
way for
right.
you to meet your college is to attend some event. Yeah, and then
Yes,
we
that's
become
correct.
friends.
Yeah,
Become friends.
yeah.
We become study buddy. We
We
spend.
study together.
I think we studied together for
Yeah,
like nearly a year in the
near
library.
more. Yeah, more than I think. And after that, I took my PhD. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I really treasure the time. I learned a lot about I learned a lot about
Hmm,
how to manage my life overseas from
that's right.
Israel. Israeli inspired me a lot to do PhD because at that
Thank
time I just
you.
do my MRes. I just do my
Yeah.
MRes and I'm quite close to Israeli. Israeli is, at that time is a second year PhD. So I look at Israeli as like I want to be the lady in the future. So
Yeah.
yeah, I really treasure that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, it's very valuable for me. Yeah, so making friends, developing your network uh, is really important. So yeah, to do all the things I just say, so I think yeah, it's the more important thing for you to do all the steps to prepare for your overseas study journey is to proactive. You just yeah, you need to be active. We need to be active. We need to initiate everything if you want um to adapt to a new environment. And yeah, stay foolish, stay curious. Yeah, experience, explore new activities, cultures, because yeah, we don't know what will wait for us when we study abroad. So just be open-minded and also remember to be patient, patient with not only
Mm,
the others, but patient with yourself because we're human. We need time to
mm,
we need time to get used to a new l- living and studying environment. And last but not least, stay connected to your beloved. Yeah, to have yeah, to have healthy mind, to have healthy physical body, so that you can you can enjoy, you can fight for your life when you live overseas. Um, so that's come to the end of my talk. So in conclusion, when you study abroad or do everything, prepare carefully, choose the program and the city that suit you the most, and prepare your mindset, prepare your mindset, what you want to achieve, what you expect you may encounter when you study abroad is these important um, yeah, the tips for how say to achieve your goals when you study abroad, in my opinion. Thank you very much for spending time listening to my talk. I hope that some of my ideas can be useful for you someday. And yes, I'm looking forward to answering your questions because I'm pretty sure that there's many other things I haven't covered in my talk. So yeah, please raise any question that you want to. If I couldn't do that, I think my friend Israeli can help me to solve the problem because
okay.
you spend 5 years here now, right? 5 or 6 years.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Hong,
Yeah.
for your insightful presentation. It
Yeah.
was
Thank you
very
very much.
inspiring, yeah. It's very inspiring experience, and then students also can learn from her. And now she's still struggling in her PhD. Maybe some of you have some questions related to the scholarship, maybe, maybe her experience in finding the program and how she survived in Sydney environment, because Sydney is a big city. Yeah, I know it's very expensive now. Like the housing rental, and also everything is very expensive. And also maybe some of you want to ask some question about how to get the job. Maybe if you want to do like part-time job, maybe Hong can give some insight about that. Okay. To all students, maybe some of you want to ask some question, please raise your hand, or maybe you can talk to her directly. Hong, can you stop
Um,
the share? Yeah, yeah,
yeah, I will stop. I'm sorry.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I should let
Okay,
us
we
stop it.
have okay, Bagus and Anissa, yeah. I know Nisa want to ask, and also we have Bella. Okay, one by one. Okay, I think first from I know Nisa.
Hi.
You want to on cam? You want to do like on cam? I cannot see
Okay,
you.
thank you, ma'am, for the opportunities. And
Okay.
let me introduce myself. My name is Ainunisa, and
Hi.
I just want to ask, I just want to
Yeah.
ask, can you give us recommendation about the city which is has low living costs, but there are lots of part-time jobs opportunities for international students?
Mm,
Okay. Okay,
thank
maybe we collect
you.
the, thank you, Anissa. Maybe we can collect the first session into 3 questions first, okay, huh? And I will write down the question, yeah. And the second one, I think, bagus ya, bagus. Okay. He texted us. Wait, okay. Okay, my name, first of all, I would like to say sorry because I cannot use my camera or microphone. My name is Bagus Ardiansa from
No
English
worries.
department. Yeah, and my question is about IELTS score. Does a high score really matter for daily life or in education, especially to deal with the language barriers? Okay. The third one, I think Sabita, yeah? If I'm not mistaken, I think Sabita?
Yes,
Yes, Sabita, yeah.
thank you, Miss, yes, for letting me this opportunity. So my name is Bella, and I want to ask you, Miss Tito. As you said just now in a word, we will feel lonely and we feel another challenges. And what I want to ask is how you manage, how do you keep your mental health? Because nowadays there are many teenagers who commit suicide because they can't cope with the challenges of life. And second question is, what's the secret you've been doing and making a habit to not getting demotivated? Yes, I want to ask that. I very curious what's the secret that you have to not getting motivated, because I know you are absolutely spectacular person. Thank you.
Thank you, Sabita. Okay, the first lesson,
Thank you.
maybe Miss Hong can answer 3 questions first. Yeah, the first one from, yeah, Lisa. Yeah, the
Lisa,
city,
about
Nisa. Yeah, the city has
Lisa,
low
the
living
city.
costs and job opportunities. Yeah.
Uh, well, yeah, yes, there's a saying in Vietnam. I think they said the same saying in the Indonesia. Yeah, it's very hardly for us to have everything. Uh, but as far as I know, the second biggest city in Australia, which is Melbourne, they have
Melbourne, that's
lower,
right.
mm, they have lower renting costs and even
Yes.
lower price of
Yeah.
products than much more than Sydney. I
Yeah.
still remember
Mm,
one of my friend living in Melbourne.
Melbourne.
He lived, yeah, he lived in a studio, and it cost him just more than 1,000
Oh,
1,000.
it's very
Mm,
cheap.
yeah, for the
Oh,
rent in Melbourne. And
oh.
yeah, I used to live in a flat, a share flat, a room share flat in
Mm-hmm.
Western Sydney, Ramada,
Mm-hmm.
our campus. It's a
Yeah.
second CBD. It will become and it's now become the second CBD in Sydney, and
Yeah.
it cost me 1,130 something per month in a
Per
share
month,
house. Mm.
1,000.
It's more than 1,000, so it's quite
Oh, more than
high.
1,000. Yeah, yeah.
So if you can
Oh,
choose, if you can choose, I think it's better for you to move to Melbourne.
yeah.
Melbourne. Yeah, yeah, it's the second biggest city in Australia, but
Australia.
yeah,
Yeah.
have a lot of job opportunities, and the rent is for sure not much lower, but for sure lower than Sydney. And
Yeah.
the reason why not many people want to come to Melbourne is the weather. The
The
problem is
weather.
the
Yeah,
weather.
it's very extreme. Yeah, very extreme.
I
Yeah.
still remember I come to Melbourne uh for 1 week several years ago
Uh-huh. Yeah.
in December. In December, so it's
Yeah.
already summer in Sydney. It's
Yeah.
hot in Sydney. I had to say that. But
Yeah.
I went to
Yeah.
before I went to Melbourne, my college, one of our college advised me like I need to check the weather because the weather there is very naughty. It can be hot in the daytime, but it's very cold
Mm.
in the nighttime. And
Nighttime. Yeah.
although it's the beginning of summer, I check the weather forecast and this is like for the whole week I coming there, the temperature just 16 degree during
Oh.
daytime.
Oh my
Yeah,
God. Yeah.
and then I talk with because I attend a summer course there. I talked with my classmate at that time, and they told me that 1 week before before I come here, it's hot. It's hot like summer.
Oh.
So the weather there is very, very unpredictable.
Yeah.
The temperature
Unpredictable.
change like frequently. You can have 4 seasons during one day. So that reason
Yes,
why
that's right.
that is why many people coming to Sydney rather than in
Sydney.
Melbourne.
Yeah.
Mm. The weather
Yeah.
in Sydney is more stable. It's more
Stable.
stable. It's much more pleasant than Melbourne. Just this.
Yeah, and also job opportunity maybe uh in Sydney or in Melbourne.
I think it's not different. It's not much
Not
different.
different, yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't think it's different. I don't think it's different. Many of my
Same.
friends they come here to do a bachelor and they still secure a
Mm-hmm.
job when they study in Melbourne. So no different, just the weather. Just the weather
Okay.
and yeah, like Vietnam before. I'm not sure, but several years ago we don't have any direct flight from Hanoi to Melbourne.
Mm.
We just had direct flight
Mm.
from Hanoi to Vietnam. I come from the north of Vietnam, so yeah, that
Mm-hmm.
is why many
Yeah,
of
yeah.
us study in Sydney because yeah, direct flight, yeah, it's more
Direct
convenient and
flight.
save you a lot of like yeah, the
Yeah. What
flight fare.
so what kind of job that your friends got at that time? Maybe like
To be honest, if you want to
mm-hmm.
secure a full-time job after you
Mm-hmm.
graduate in Australia, you better choose some job that demand labor in Australia, like nursing, because they have
Nursing. Yeah.
nursing, they have aging
Yeah.
population
Yeah,
and
that's right. Yeah.
childcare, childcare,
Childcare. Yeah. Childcare.
primary education. Why? Because
Yeah, yeah.
the the high number of immigration here. One of one of my friend who used to study
Mm-hmm.
TESOL in the UK now
Mm-hmm.
study primary education in
Oh.
South Australia because yeah, she want to get permanent resident in Australia.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Nursing. Yeah, that's right. The top
Nursing
uh
and engineering.
engineering, maybe like IT, something like that, yeah.
Yeah, IT,
Yeah, yeah.
IT. Mm.
Yeah. Okay, and then for the next question from Bagus,
Mhm.
on the chat.
Hi,
Yeah, chat.
Bagus. Yeah, no
IELTS score.
worries. I
IELTS
score. I
score.
just share with you, right, my experience.
Yeah.
Uh, May I repeat that? Maybe
No,
because
does
it's
a
a
high
lot.
score really matter? Does a
Mm.
higher score really matter for daily life or in education? Because maybe Bagus is afraid if uh, he gets maybe low score, and then how to solve that problem if we only get maybe
Well,
6. Maybe how about if we only get 6, and then we want to study in Australia? So we should
mm,
take like ITP class. Maybe you can tell your experience when you did your
well,
master.
yeah, I just tell you that when I did my master,
Yeah,
before I did my master, I
yeah,
took the IELTS test, and
yeah.
I got S0. So S0 is not too low. It's quite okay, right?
At at at
But
at at 0. Oh, it's very good score.
yeah, but when I
Yeah,
came
yeah.
here for the first like 1 week, I still got panic when I attend
Oh,
classes,
I see.
and when I go to do some grocery and when I travel around Sydney. Yeah, so
Yeah.
and then in my opinion, yeah, when you study at least in Austria or some European country, you do a lot of assignment, writing assignment and
Yes, that's right.
writing
Yeah,
in the assignment academic writing
yeah,
is
that's right.
is really not is really not similar to what they require
Yeah,
you
it's
in
different.
ISL writing.
Different. They're
The
totally
point is
different.
the
Yeah.
point is I still remember when I study when I prepare for IELTS test, I need to remember I need to use a lot of uh academic terms, right? But
Yeah.
when I come here, yeah, yeah, I work with Satomi also, right? Yeah, when I first come here, I use a lot of passive voice. I
Yeah,
use a
passive
lot of
voice. Yeah.
academic terms. And what they told
Yeah.
me is that, oh, what you want to say here? What you really want
Yeah.
to say? Are you sure about your argument? Are you sure you try to persuade the reader that
Yeah.
you have some your argument has some you have some supporting evidence for your argument, but what you want to
Yeah.
say is just not your idea, but someone else idea, someone else argument. So what you really want to convey here? So the point
Yeah.
is, IELTS writing is not everything here. What you need to prepare much more is your
Yeah.
background knowledge in your major. No,
Yeah.
yeah, because we study about language, so we know that language is the level. There's 2 levels, there's the ID levels and the form levels, lexical level, lexical form. So to have lexical form, you need to have the level of the ID levels. So prepare to have yeah not thorough, just kind of like adequate knowledge in your major, and
Yeah.
then yeah, you can work your way to convey your ideas through the to the lexical form, to the linguistic form. And nowadays we have a lot of editing assistant tool, right?
Yeah.
Like ChatGPT. Yeah, you are
Yeah.
allowed to do you are allowed to use this
Yeah. We're allowed
in Austria.
to use
You're
it.
allowed
Yeah.
to do this. So don't worry about that.
Don't
Yeah.
worry. That's
Don't worry
good.
about that. Of course, we still need to meet the requirements, like 6.5,
Yeah.
6.0.
Yeah.
But my
Yeah.
point is like try to get yourself more real life experience in
Yeah.
English, your second language, by talking with foreigners. Like as far as I know, like they can like we can join some fan page, some group on Facebook. You can go
Oh.
to to exchange language. Like I joined some group to learn for foreigner to learn Vietnamese. Some Vietnamese people they offer to teach Vietnamese for foreigners, and foreigners teach Vietnamese teach English. Like not really teach, but communicate in English to Vietnamese. So yeah,
Yeah.
we learn from each other.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's correct. Okay, for the last question for this session, first section, yeah, Sabita, yeah. What lonely? How you manage your mental health? Because there are so many teenager, maybe they did like suicide, something like that. Yeah, so how did you manage your mental health? maybe when you did your master and now you are still studying as a linguistic in the university. So how do you manage it?
Yeah, I think it's very interesting questions because
Yeah.
yeah, I've been struggling with that.
Yeah.
I try my best. So, and you still see me here, and I still can talk to you, right? So I still
Yeah.
successful somehow.
Yeah.
Although it's quite stressful,
Hmm.
but it depends on what you need. Like because you know that there are two types, only two types of people, two type humans, like introvert or extrovert people.
Introvert.
Like
Yeah.
introvert, right? I'm introverted people. I'm introverted
Mm.
people. So
Mm.
the way that I recharge my energy is quite, the way that introvert people recharge their energy is very different from extrovert people.
Extrovert.
So I
Yeah.
so I just give you some idea to recharge your energy as an introvert person, and then I'll talk a little bit about how extrovert people recharge their energy because I have one of my flatmates who is very introverted. So
Oh.
as an introverted person, um, to recharge myself, reduce the stress from my studies,
Mm.
not
Mm.
like
Mm.
it's not like to attend, to go to any party or to do
Mm.
shopping. So what I
Mm.
do every day is to go for a walk. The nature in Australia is very beautiful. It's very
Very
beautiful.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take advantage of that, make use of that to walk every day. To walk every day.
Wow.
Just like 30 minutes, walk every
30
day around
minutes.
your campus. Around your campus, listening to music, and then have some hobby beside your study. Apart from
Mm.
study, your study is not everything. It's not your everything. You have your life. You
Yes,
have
that's right.
of
Yeah.
course you have your family.
Yeah.
You have your studying because it connected yours to your career, your job. You also
Mm-hmm.
want to find some hobby for yourself. Yeah, like since I studied in Austria because I had to cook for myself a lot. So I
Yeah.
developed the cooking, my
Yeah.
habit, my hobby in cooking a lot. Yeah, it's
Same.
helped me to it helped me to a lot to reduce my stress because it's like
Yeah.
it's really not every time you can mm, it's not like every time you can go outside traveling because
Yeah.
like it's the winter coming. It's very
Yeah.
sometimes some days very rainy and windy. So yeah, I spend the day to do cooking. Yeah, to do cooking
Me.
to
Yeah.
cook some Vietnamese dishes.
Mm.
Yeah, because like my hand working, so my mind is released. So wandering everywhere. I don't think too
Yeah.
much about my study anymore. So this is like kind of like therapy, cooking therapy for myself.
Mm. Mm.
So my strategies is do some exercise. My exercise is
Mm.
walking. Sometimes it's
Mm.
yoga.
Mm.
And
Oh yeah.
yeah, my hobby is cooking. There's some other has their hobby like playing sport, going to the gym,
Yeah.
or do
Yeah.
some knitting. Yeah, your hand working, so your mind can can be
Yeah.
released.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So get
I
motivated.
yeah, yeah.
Get
What your secret?
uh
Not getting motivated, I think this one.
yeah yeah
Not yeah.
yeah. It's a very interesting question because like studying is a long journey. Like yeah, it's a long journey. Yeah, especially when you do master or you do PhD, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. It's a long term. So try to remind yourself why you want to study, why you want to do that
Mm.
at the beginning,
Mm.
and try to break down your journey into like smaller chunk and celebrate every small achievement of yourself. Celebrate every like for the day I finish the talking, then I can have an ice cream for
Yeah.
myself. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the reward for myself. Yeah, the rewarding
Yes,
system.
that's right.
Yeah, not only in animals like cat and
The
dog, but
reward.
also in human. Yeah, it's really useful. So try to try to find some reason to reward yourself, to remotivate yourself. Yeah, I hope that my
Okay.
answer can help you a little bit.
Thank you. Yes. Thank you for the answers. And now we are moving to the second session of the Q&A. Yeah. I give 3 questions from the student. I saw that Saka Nurlaili, right? Yeah. Saka, are you with us? Saka? Zaka or Saka? I saw it before. He raised hand, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
no, it's not Ayu. Maybe Nurlaili?
yeah,
Nurlaili?
I
Yes.
saw no, Lalani.
Yeah, Nurlaili.
Okay, thank you so much for the opportunity. And sorry, I can't on my camera because there is trouble here.
Yeah, no
Okay,
worries.
that's okay.
Okay, excuse me, Tito. Actually, I'm
Yeah.
curious about this one. In Indonesia, as we know, job application recruitment are often seen as a complicated. Like we needing work experience even for recent graduate, and then like we should have a good looking something like that. So, what do you think? Do international companies have the same recruitment, or are they more flexible, or maybe there is specific skills that we should have for making us able to be accepted? That's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Nurlaili. And then the second one, Ayu.
Okay, so thank you for the opportunity. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can
Yes,
hear
we
you.
can hear you.
Okay, so honorable to Misty Tu Hong Ho. Correct me if I'm
Nice to
wrong.
meet you.
Yeah,
Nice to meet
I would
you.
like to ask you. So my question is, what is your biggest challenge while studying in Sydney, Australia, as a foreign student? Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. So Saka, maybe you can answer these 2 questions first, and then if there's any more question, you can answer later on. Yeah. Yes,
Uh,
please, Hong, you can answer.
so the
From
first
Nurlaili.
questions.
Yeah,
The first
for
questions is
job
could you,
requirement. Yeah.
yeah, maybe this is like it's quite a long question. Could you like summarize the questions a little bit so everyone
Oh
can
yeah.
be
Like this
able?
one. Job requirement. She asked about job requirement in Australia. Sometimes in Indonesia, the employer they want to do like, oh, you have the tall like this, and then the height and the performance of the performance of course, and also maybe the experience before. And how about in Australia? Is it flexible to find a job? Maybe they don't have to look at the performance like that. What the employer find the job for the job seeker? Maybe from the experience or from the educational background or maybe from the performance.
Performance, you mean the appearance, or
Yeah,
performance, you
appearance. Yeah,
mean?
I mean our appearance, because sometimes in Indonesia they want to look at our performance first. Maybe like is it like the tall hair height, and also maybe like the way he or she speaking, something like that. How
Well,
about in Australia?
I think it's global. I think it's global. Like not every job that require you to have that kind of manners or appearance. I talk about manner or appearance first because like in Asian country we care a lot about appearance, performance, right?
Yeah, that's right. Performance in Asian countries. Yeah.
Yeah, in
How about
Australia,
in Australia?
if you work in some career specific, like you work as a
Bank.
retailer, you work as a
Yeah.
retailer, yeah, you work in some services, is the services area.
Yeah.
More or less they require you to have some kind of like manners, at least manners, how you behave, how you talk. Not really your appearance. You don't need to look like models or actors or actresses, but how we need to appear like presentable, and more importantly, how we talk to people, how we our manner. Yeah, that yeah. I think that what you mean performance. They care about that.
Yeah. But
Of course, they
maybe
don't
in
care about that.
Australia, they don't care, right? They don't really care about that problem. Yes, some of the job, maybe some jobs.
Some area, like globally, they
Yeah.
still care about that. Even in
Yeah.
nursing, in
Oh, yeah. How
nursing,
about
like
nursing? Yeah.
in nursing, I'm not sure. I don't have any friend. Actually, I used to have friend who studied nursing, but we lost contact many years. But when when we still talk to each other, as far as I know, there's a course in the program. She need to study is about
Oh,
communication with the patient. Communication with the
okay.
patient.
Yeah,
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 so
okay.
yeah, it's a kind of like performance, right? How you
Yeah,
communicate with your
kind.
yeah, because basically nursing also kind of like within the service area.
Yeah, surface
Yeah,
area. That's right.
anything you work with human, you need to have some performance.
Yes.
Even as a
Oh,
lecturer
yeah.
here, right? You work as a lecturer. I used to work as a lecturer in Vietnam. I will work as a lecturer after I finish my PhD.
Yeah.
So we need to know de- deliver our talk, how to persuade people, how to defend ourselves without to be too defensive. Let's call that. I think it's important. As long as you work with human, we need to know
That's
how
right.
to communicate. Not to be like care much about your appearance, but more about how you convey your ideas, how you
That's right.
perceive the ideas.
Or maybe I can, based on my experience, some employer in Australia, they really need your background, yeah, not educational background, but your experience, in finding the job. I mean, maybe we need some recommendation from, maybe from the employee that already, yeah,
Yeah,
already work
that's
in
true.
that company. That's very important because recommendation
That's
from
true.
other employee and maybe from other people, it's very good. Maybe, yeah, they don't look at the educational background actually. Like,
That's
oh,
true.
have you finished your graduate program? No, then they don't look at the background of the education, but they need the recommendation.
Yeah, they
Recommendation
need
is
the
very
computer.
important. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, actually, it's reliable, right? I mean,
Yeah,
it makes
yeah.
sense. It makes
It
sense
makes sense.
because
Yeah.
yeah, it makes sense because like
Yeah.
it's like you. I don't know whether I say what I say is appropriate, but it's like when you consider buying any product online or even offline
Oh,
in
yeah.
person,
Yeah.
you need to read the review, right? You need to read
Testimony,
the
something
review.
like that. Yeah. Yeah.
You
Review.
need to
Yeah.
review of the peers buyers.
Yes.
So
That's
it's
right.
basically like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's right. That's correct. Okay, let's move to the second question from Ayu. Yeah. What is your biggest challenge as a foreign international student?
Well,
Your biggest challenge.
yeah, I can spend the whole day. Well, because I talk about myself a little bit, so yeah, and it may be relatable to some of you there, because when I first come to Austria to do my master, I literally don't have any friend here. I don't have
Ah,
any friends or relative here. I come here by myself.
mm,
So,
yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
I told you, I has language barriers. Like I have some
Yeah.
problem with yeah, how to understand, how to like speak English. Although I have some IELTS score quite adequate. Also, yeah, it's like the biggest challenge is the biggest challenge is how to be motivated, how to be
Mm.
motivated, how to be motivated because you get demotivated very easily. Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right? Like Bella told us before, you get demotivated very easily by some
Mm,
trivial things happening in your life. So the,
mm,
the biggest the biggest challenge is try to have yourself motivated. Like always
mm,
try to remind yourself why you
mm,
come here, why you spend your
mm,
time here. Because
mm,
your time here is very valuable. Your time
mm,
overseas is valuable. Your time is already valuable, but when you come
mm,
to
mm,
another country, it's totally very very priceless. It's priceless. So try to, so mental health, I had to say so again, mental health is very important. And luckily in Austria, they care a lot about mental health.
Yes,
They care a
that's
lot,
right.
right? We
Yeah,
have,
we care
it's,
a lot.
are you okay day?
Well, yeah, are you
Are
okay
you
today? Yeah,
are you okay day? In
yeah, are you okay then?
everywhere in Austria workplace university and in every university in Austria, they offer you free therapies.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
you can book some free section with some therapists, professional therapists,
yeah,
in our university, have talk with them, and you also can find someone to talk on campus virtually.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
So I think it's quite
well-being
useful.
center. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
well-being
also have
center.
well-being center. Yeah, yeah.
Mm, mm,
Okay,
mm.
okay. The last question, I think. Yeah. This is from on the chat from Bella. No, Bella.
Uh,
Oh no no.
I think we
Oh
finished,
this.
Bella. I think your question,
Oh yeah yeah yeah. I
the
think
questions
they
is
already
finished.
finished. Yeah, I think all the questions are finished. Yeah. So, okay. Thank you very much, Hong, for your answers and for insightful presentation and for all students who have already asked questions to Miss Hong. And also, we were very glad that you can share about your experience and also about the study abroad and also about job opportunities in Australia. Uh, uh, we hope that our students will continue to study abroad in Australia. We really hope so. But the challenge is the IELTS score. That's the biggest challenge for our students because we have to get used to IELTS, yeah. Because usually many Indonesian university they still use TOEFL, yeah. TOEFL
Ah,
for is yeah TOEFL is for American style, yeah, something like that. But for the British countries and Australia and European countries, they prefer to do like IELTS, right? So I think the students must learn how to get high score in IELTS, and they have to prepare for the IELTS test. That's the first requirement if they want to study abroad in Australia, right? It's very challenging. Maybe you can feel that one, Miss Hong, because IELTS score is very challenging for us before we want to study abroad. Okay.
yeah, yeah, I
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe Hong, do you have like a last sentence, yeah, to motivate us, to motivate our students before we close this session?
Thank you very much for inviting me to for the talk. It's a very valuable experience for me to be there virtually to share with you and to listen to your sharing, to yeah your questions. Very interesting, all of them very interesting. And uh, I study English as a second language, and
Mm-hmm.
I told you I come from a village. So I started studying English since I were at grade 6, not too early. So I think many of us have the same background. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it takes time. It takes some time to get used to IELTS because it's a test like you play a game, right? Many of you
Yes.
play game. You need to get to know the rules of the games.
Yes.
Yeah, you need to know get the so that you can win the games. It takes time, but
Mm-hmm.
it's doable. It's doable.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
doable. Like learning a language is not like
Mm-hmm.
overnight. It
Yeah.
needs your consistencies. It needs your
Yeah.
consistencies. It needs consistency. You do it every day, and then like I told you, it's just like yeah, I think I can achieve this. So yeah, I think many of you can yeah, IELTS can sooner cannot be a problem to you as long as
Mm.
you're consistent in practicing and improving your English skill. You just take some time to get used to the test.
Yes.
And the last line is please bear in mind that IELTS not everything. It's not everything. not only me, but many of my friends has encountered language barriers when you come to study abroad. Although our IELTS is quite adequate here. So yeah, balance between I'll say to achieve your IELTS score goals and develop polish your background knowledge in your major, because the second one is much more important in the long term. It's much more important in the long term. When you come to Australia, they have no idea what IELTS is. No one have any idea about what IELTS is. No one asks you. They just need you. Understand what they say and say something that they can understand. That's fine.
Okay, thank you very much, Hong.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, for your presentation and also for your you keep motivating us. Yeah, we hope this session, this event, is useful for all audience here and for all students here and also for all lecturers at TBIG. And also allow me to conclude this presentation. So prepare your mindset. So what's your purpose to study abroad? Yeah, keep motivated and choose a program that you have your interest in. For example, what is your passion? Choose the program that you really like to learn, but don't force choosing the program that you don't like, because it's very hard if you study it's not based on your passion. It's very hard because Australia is not like in Indonesia and or maybe in other Asian countries. Yeah, you need to be focused, and also as Hong said that you have to know your study goal, and also you have to know your educational background before. For example, like you graduated from English education and you want to continue your study in TESOL, so you have to be like a professional and you have to read more about your study program, yeah, for like text or English language and English acquisition, something like that. And having the right mindset, and also don't forget make friends. Don't be lonely. Make friends is very important. Yeah.
Developing your network.
Yes, developing your network, and also if you want to study abroad, there are many scholarship. There are many scholarship from Australia, from our country, LPDP, and also from a university itself. They also offer scholarship like Hong. She got a scholarship from Western Sydney University, right? So there are many opportunities.
Yeah, there are many
for the
opportunities.
PhD. Yeah, for the PhD, right?
Actually, I got the scholarship from Australian government.
Oh, Australian government, that's correct. And for your master from Western Sydney, right? Her master, she got the scholarship from Western Sydney, and for the PhD, she got scholarship from Australian government. That's very important. So you don't worry about the fund. There are many opportunities. Yeah, there are many opportunities offered from Indonesian and also from Australia. Okay, I think this is the end of this meeting. Maybe Bu Eros and Pak Burhan, do you want to say something before we end this meeting? Or maybe I get back to Miss
I would
Eros
like,
or maybe Pak Burhan? Yes.
yeah, I would like to say thank you very much, Miss Hong.
Thank you.
And I
Thank
think
you. My
I feel
pleasure.
motivated now to go to
Iya,
somewhere.
ayo Pak. Kuliah lagi.
Ayo, yeah. Yeah, thank you very much for the everything, like the presentation, the motivation, the experience. And I hope one day one or many of our students will go somewhere, to Australia maybe, like this Hong. Thank you very much.
Thank you. It's my pleasure to leave a talk and then to meet all of you virtually. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Bapak Kaprodi, Bu Kaprodi, Hong, and also all students for having me as a moderator. And maybe I get back to Miss Eros.
Okay, thank you, Bu Isriani, as the moderator. Thank you, Hong. That's very nice presentation and explanation. And I believe that the students, most of the students from our department are very attracted to try to this opportunity, to find that opportunity to get abroad, to continue their study or career. And for the students, from Hong's presentation and explanation, we know that there is no something very easy if we are just a lazy students. Yeah. So if you want to go,
Yeah.
if you want to get something precious, you want to pursue international scope of career and study, you will have to work harder than now. Like bagus question, is it possible to have, for example, if you don't think that you can achieve a high standard of IELTS, so why don't you just
IELTS.
try to learn or study about how to achieve high score of IELTS start from now, because it is a big challenge for you. And thank you once again for the students that, especially for the students that participate actively in this international guest lecture program. Maybe next time, Hong, you can visit Indonesia to
Yeah,
buy
Hong, please
some.
come to Indonesia.
Yeah, come to
Yeah, for sure. I need
Indonesia.
to come to visit my friend. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. We are waiting for you.
yeah. And
Okay.
students, if you want to try to the opportunity like Hong, is it impossible? Is it not impossible for you to get, what is it? Just give up because you say, I don't have money. No, that's not enough reason. That's not the appropriate reason for you to just give up in your own future and life. Okay, thank you for all of the participants. Thank you. Special thank you for Hong and Ibu
Thank you very
Isriani
much.
Hardini as the moderator.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for
Thank you
Pak
very
Ahmad
much.
Burhanuddin
Thank
as
you.
the head of English Education Department that organized this international guest lecture.
Okay,
And
thank
let's
you.
close this even by reciting Alhamdulillah together. Alhamdulillah. Rabbil Alamin.
Alhamdulillahirrahmanirrahim.
Thank you.
Thank
Assalamualaikum
you, Hong.
warahmatullahi
Waalaikumsalam
wabarakatuh.
warahmatullahi
bentar,
wabarakatuh. Thank you,
nggak ada photo
Hong.
session ya?
Thank you. Oh, photo session.
Photo session. Oh yeah. Miss Nadia,
Photo
can you
session.
help us to have the photo
Please
session?
activate
Mbak
your
Nadia
camera,
bisa?
everyone. Yeah.
Mbak Nadia bisa karena bisa Mbak Nadia.
Everybody, please activate your camera.
Buka kamera dulu ya.
Ya, oke. Thank you Mbak Nadia.
Pictures.
Slide 1. 1, 2, 3. Cheers.
Smile, please.
And then slide 2. On cam, please.
On cam.
1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Finish.
Oke, terima kasih Mbak Nadia. Terima kasih untuk semuanya.
Terima
Thank you
kasih.
once
Thank you,
again.
Hong.
Thank you
Thank you,
everyone.
Hong.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jenny. Thank you, Eros.
Bye,
Thank you.
bye.
Bye.
Thank you,
Bye.
everyone. Thank you,
Bye.
Miss Hong. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, bye,
Bye.
bye.
Bye-bye.